cause I be busting the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about the paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be busting the dope moves.
I mean, yeah, but why are you talking about the Bible? I'm just
the
telling
Bible
you.
and Canaan. See, this is how people fuck over dumb people with the Bible, D. Just because they mention a place that's real. Just because they mention a place that's real don't mean it come from the Bible.
I mean, Moab.
They mention Egypt in the Bible, right? Do you give the Bible credit for fucking Egypt?
All the Bible stuff he's talking about is in Utah, California, Arizona, Nevada, and he just don't think it is, and that's sad. And that's sad. That's just sad. And I think it even took place in Canada first.
No, it didn't. Oh my God, this nigga's
nah, this is facts. I don't get it.
Listen,
okay.
You gotta look up,
if you watch the show today and they keep showing you all that Freemason Bible shit come back to America, and specifically in Utah, California, Mexico, Arizona, and they keep showing you this over and over and over. And I've been telling Brock this for more than they were showing you this shit, but he just don't understand. I don't know why. I mean, if all the Indians followed that, obviously they all was fucking Hebrews.
You just said yourself that they didn't all follow the same thing.
They don't, but they still all follow a different Hebrew culture. I said 70%. They all got this. They all got close to the same languages, dog. This is how I know. Stop being a fool.
All right, y'all. So
Can you stop?
Listen, y'all. He talking about Hebrews, right? And Hebrews that comes from Judaism. All right. That's the religion that they're linked.
They got nothing to do with overseas. Show me something.
That's what now. For people
I can't find nothing over there. Nobody can. What are you talking about?
Y'all, for people who have already been down this road, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i.
Didn't it say ain't you to me like the Ethiopian?
Listen, y'all. Christianity.
And didn't I tell them where we started at?
Christianity.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Islam, Baha'i, and Judaism are called the Abrahamic religions. So,
of course.
Abrahamic religions.
Give me a slower class.
The Abrahamic religions, also referred to collectively as Abrahamism, are a group of Semitic, we already know what that word means, originated religious communities of a faith.
Hello.
Are a faith that claim that descent from the Judaism of the ancient Israelites, the worship of the God Abraham. The Abrahamic religions are monotheistic.
You saying Abraham?
Abraham.
Okay.
Abraham.
Okay.
Abraham. You know how I spell Abraham?
Abraham. Yeah, I know him.
You know how I spell Abraham? Is Abraham spelled the same way as Abrahamic?
I mean, they all the same religion. I don't know. Yeah, something. No.
Okay, so it's pronounced Abrahamic. The Abrahamic religions are monotheistic, which the term deriving from the patriarch Abraham.
And I'm sorry for creating religions because it has up
biblical figure from the Old Testament. So
on behalf of my folks,
so listen, y'all.
I apologize.
So listen, y'all. For them to follow an Abrahamic religion, right? They either had, it's one of two ways they got it. They either had it when they left Asia, or they got it when somebody come here. And we don't have no evidence of Native Americans taking nobody's religion once they got here. So the easy answer is if any...
This guy is just crazy.
Like he said, Native Americans don't all have the same culture. They don't. So the ones who may or may not have had a Hebrew culture, they got it in Asia. Because remember,
I mean, this is fact before I even knew any of this stuff. This is common sense.
The same thing.
Before I learned any of this stuff, I knew they all spoke a Hebrew type of language. What are you talking about?
Their own languages.
Oh my God, they do, but they got all speak a form of Hebrew. Most of them, 70% does. Yes.
Where did you get that number from?
The 70 I pulled out my ass, but it's probably more than that. It's probably more than that. Look it up. I don't know. You got a phone. The Indians just put the Indians. In the Hebrew culture, the Indians follow the Hebrew culture.
A second ago that all of them don't even believe the same shit.
Don't try to. I said 70%, man. Don't play with me, man.
But
Don't play with me, man.
To you is if you pull 70% out your ass according to
I
you.
did that.
All
Yeah,
right, so
but it's
how
probably
do you know
more.
that that's the number?
You know
Why
how
are
many
you saying
Indian
the
tribes
majority?
it is? Do you know how many Indian tribes it is, bro?
Why
Do you know how
saying
many
the
different
majority? Listen,
tribes
y'all,
was on America?
Child can answer this. He's saying
Hold
the
on. Do you
majority,
know how
so he
many
can say
tribes?
he's right.
Okay, man.
He's
Whatever.
saying it's the
Child this,
majority of
child
them,
that.
so he can say he's
You
right.
the
He don't have
child.
no evidence that it's the majority of them.
Man, I told y'all what it is, man. Obviously, y'all say I don't be wrong about history. And I keep telling y'all to look it up. I tell him to look it up, and he look it up, and he changed his pitch.
How did I change anything?
Because I already got you. I got us back 100,000 for the 8th time.
Did you
I got us back 150. Man, I'm not listening to you, dog.
The
Davidians,
religion.
you be talking some more weirdo stuff, man.
Because it don't agree with you?
People was here. No, people was here.
When?
That's it. Period.
When?
Well, the National Geographic, the same place I told you not to look. That same place. That we just looked it up. And even that place told you what I've been telling you for fucking 10 years almost now. That people was here more than 100,000 years.
Yeah, not you.
Then I said 200,000 years.
Not you.
Because I got more research.
Not you. Not modern day humans.
Okay.
Not modern day.
When they all, you can go to them islands and see them people that never left. You can. It's easy to get. It's very easy, man. It's not hard to me. You can go to any of them islands that have never been touched. Well, not touched too much.
All right, so y'all listen. If he would have kept
reading
on,
easy.
If he would have kept reading on in the article,
they got regular froze and regular beards.
On in the article, it says for the
most part,
American archaeology has been caught in a bitter debate over whether humans arrived a couple thousand years ago.
And then he said Hawaii like they didn't change them people. Like you just like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like this stuff getting bad out here, y'all. They taking all our shit, man. And he letting them do it.
Yeah, but
he letting them do it.
But they didn't find any people. If the people who are trying to say that they got the oldest dig site on Earth would have found people, they would have said they found people. Because that would have made their argument even stronger.
They ain't got nothing to do with science.
Why would they
ain't got nothing to do with it. Once you see somebody there 15,000 years ago, all y'all light bulbs go on, and y'all get the fuck out that room and say, "Damn, these niggas was here for at least 30."
No.
Then you go. Then
okay. So
then you go. Then
how can it go from 30 to 100 to 100 to 200?
Because it's only migrations, dog. Like, do you understand? People, nigga, they move around. It take them a while to get shit set. It take them a while to get it. If they got a culture, they've been there for a while.
We're talking about when they first got there. You went from 15,000 and rounded it up to an estimated 30,000.
Everybody want 100 gathers. Some niggas built temples and stayed there. Built fucking. You're not smart, bro.
Ain't nothing in America built that's 15,000 years old.
I get A's in science class and history. Everything else,
there's nothing in America
that's built
that's 15,000 years old. What are you talking about?
Ain't nobody fucking with me in science and history, man.
Marco, you just saying
that don't happen. I'm really not.
That's why you keep cutting
wherever
me off.
I went. That's the issue. Nigga, I was fucking taking care of your class when I was there. Like,
that's why you cutting me off.
I was his teacher, and a year older than him. But this
nigga was never my teacher. He just
in his basement, and where he was at my school, I would go down and teach them classes. Maybe he wasn't present.
We was at an alternative school because we got kicked out of regular school. He take pride.
Yeah, that's why he put me to the top so fast.
Did you graduate high school? No.
Yes.
You got a diploma?
Yes.
Since when?
Ben had it.
Oh, I ain't never seen it.
Well, because I don't think people just put them in people's faces. But
I ain't never hear about it. I ain't never hear about you. I thought you quit.
I did Bloomsburg packets, and I did the work on the streets.
I thought you dropped out.
I dropped out? Whose story you got? Not mine.
I thought you dropped out of high school.
No, not me. Got the wrong story, bro. Put that on somebody else.
Now,
I went to 3 to 6, nigga, and did Bloomsburg packets and work, my nigga. I don't know what you talking about. I was the motherfucking damn near vice principal of that damn school. Really, I was the principal. I mean, I said principal. Really, I was the president, but I was vice president of that damn school. What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that it don't say nothing about nobody being in America 100,000 years. So listen.
I ain't even have to do it. Well, come on, man.
This is what I'm saying. We got to read more of the article. But at present, there's no solid evidence that hominids had made it into northern Siberia before 30,000 years ago, much less any evidence that floated across the Bering Strait 100,000 years before that. I'll read it again if y'all need me to. Oh, yeah, this is the part that I wanted him to read.
I don't care about them
vary.
people.
Hold on. The answers vary. Since the span of possible ages for the site is 120,000 to 140,000 years ago, covered the beginning of the last interglacial, the beginning of the last interglacial.
And just like my grandpa, they marry white people, and there you go. And there you go.
The answers vary. Since the span of possible ages for the site, 120,000 to 140,000 years ago, covered the beginning of the last interglacial, the warm period before the last ice age. If this site, if this site is 140,000 years old, then it is possible that any tool-wielding hominids could have come to the America via Beringia. The land bridge that once connected Siberia and Alaska, says McNabb. But if it's 120,000 years, hold on, y'all, we about to get to something. Oh, well, into the last interglacial, the sea levels would have been much higher. Any would-be migrants would be facing a sea crossing of at least 50 miles long. Hold on. By 130,000.
I don't believe in that stuff.
By 130, it's the same article he was reading to y'all. He picking what parts of the article he want to believe and he don't. It's the
same, I ain't picking nothing.
Listen, y'all,
they said what they needed to say.
It's the same article, y'all.
They should try to explain it away.
Listen, y'all, it's the same article that just 20 minutes ago.
I'm done with that article. I just want to prove it. People was here 100 to 50 or 100. Now they're going to tell me they now, hold on, y'all. He just said there weren't none of them kind of people around, but now they want to tell you that it was Native Americans. He's a fool, man. I'm done.
Years ago, hominins,
I'm done, y'all.
By 130,000 years ago, hominins undoubtedly figured out how to cross open water. A site in Crete called Moklos Bear Stone Tools that could be about 130,000 years old.
I'm done, bro. You sound, man. Y'all some sick motherfuckers, man.
But Crete was never connected to the Greek mainland by the land.
Fuck a Greek and fuck a Crete, nigga. I'm telling you what it is.
But at the present, there's no solid evidence that hominins had made it into northern Siberia.
My nigga talking about Siberia, gotta go to land bridges and Canada and Eskimos and.
So what they saying, y'all? Now,
I gave you 100 and I gave you 150,000 years. This nigga telling you about some new shit.
Y'all, in the same article, they saying that they don't believe that. They saying in the same article, they saying that the people who found it.
Yeah, stop reading the article like me.
No,
after you see 100.
Why would I read it in its entirety?
Because that's National Geographic. They just co-signed what I was talking about.
How is that your proof?
Now we're done. Now we go do some real research.
How is that your proof?
That's how.
Okay, whatever. Siberia about 30,000 years ago.
Whatever. Much less any Poindexter face, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
I always got more bitches than your nut ass. Much less any evidence that floated across the Bering Strait 100,000. You got real quiet, nigga.
I don't put in the effort. Don't get the boy. Don't get me twisted.
You don't like, man, we going somewhere else with it. Floated across the Bering Strait.
Don't gotta go nowhere else with it.
I think a sea crossing to the Americas with a much higher sea level is much more difficult proposition. Have claims for sites this early been made before? For the most part, American archaeology has been caught in a bitter debate over whether humans arrived a couple thousand years earlier than previously thought, not 100,000 years before. The earliest occupation of the Americas is a highly contentious subject. For decades, convention has held that around 13,000 years ago, an ice corridor opened up from Alaska to Montana.
Keep reading, Poindexter.
For decades, convention has held up that around 13,000 years ago, an ice-free corridor.
That ice bridge made some cats come over here 120,000, 50,000 years ago. Yep. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Listen, the same article says 13,000 years ago.
Yeah, man.
So I'll read it to y'all again since he's being a big
man. Throw that shit out, bro. When I say stop, stop. When I say stop, stop.
Listen, I'll read it to y'all again. For decades, convention had held that 13,000 years ago, an ice-free corridor opened up from Alaska to Montana.
National Geographic.
Opened up.
Bigfoot.
That was his source, y'all. About 100.
Yeah, just to show you what people really think.
So listen,
that's what people really think, not what I'm talking about.
Listen, y'all, it's real.
Now they telling me about a land bridge that they know ain't that damn old. They know for the facts it ain't that old. They trying to justify some bullshit, like Brock trying to justify some bullshit. He might as well work for them motherfuckers.
Years ago, ICE recorded.
I'm gonna tell you this: Brock better than them niggas that try to cover shit up.
Providing passage to groups of humans who trekked across Beringia. Within 500 years, these migrants were thought to have successfully peopled the Americas, leaving behind a type of fluted point, stone point that became.
And that still would be me. And I'm telling you, you's a damn fool. Damn fool, yo. Damn fool. Damn fool. This is my people, and I'm telling them that he a damn fool. This is, and I'm on behalf of y'all, my niggas, my folks. I'm on behalf of y'all, and I'm trying to tell this dummy. I've been sitting here trying to tell him me wrong. I can claim both, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Listen, y'all, he can't claim nothing, just like the people who on the site can't claim it.
Oh, if y'all ever want to know an Indian, come holler at me, man, because I ain't even the play. On some real shit. I'm not even the play. I'm not even on both sides of my family. I'm not even that play.
Earlier we was
I'm
all
not
from
the
Africa,
play.
now he an Indian.
I'm just telling you where my lineage came from, bro. I'm not the play like you like to think.
Africa, now we all Indian. Remember, y'all, he go back.
The only side of my family I don't know about is the side where I'm related to you, which is my Stewart side, and that's my favorite side. And even my grandpa was named David King Stewart, and I've been looking up who his family is for a while. And his wife was named Rosa Bell, which her sister was Brock's grandma. Come on, man. I don't want to keep. I don't like, and that's.
My grandma ain't got no sister named Rosa, nigga.
Your great grandma, bro.
My grandpa.
Yeah, she related to Reese grandma is Rosa Bell, and that's my great grandma. That's all of our great. Well, not yours. It's your aunt, your great aunt, your great aunt. Yeah.
So my point is this: how come nobody in your family got a Native?
Nobody
in your family got Native American last name?
Oh my God, we back to this. We didn't even have a last name. But this nigga.
Y'all Native Americans and y'all ain't have no last name, no family name?
Nah, I damn sure don't know it. They took it.
Who took it?
I damn sure don't know it. What side of the family you talking about, bro?
The Native American side.
Oh, well, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Where's it done? I mean, it seemed like they was more simulating until the program, so. His last name was Newton, like his grandson, Huey P. Newton.
What was their name before?
I couldn't get back that far, but his last name was Newton, just like Huey P. Newton. That's his granddad. And his wife's name was Catherine Carter, which most likely she came from England or something, so, or France or wherever. I don't know. But my great grandma.
That still wouldn't explain the black person in the situation's parents.
I mean, their kids was married and started marrying.
Where's the Native Americans in your family at? Why is there no Native Americans left?
Well, the ones that's dark black, that's what you want to know about? The dark black Indians?
I want to know about Native Americans in your family. I want to figure out how now.
I told you about the Native Americans. You want the indigenous.
Earlier you were saying
Hold on, do you want the indigenous Americans, the dark ones?
Yep.
That's my Bucknight side of the family. And like that's what I'm talking about.
Man, you ain't never proved nothing about no 100,000 years. You didn't.
I think I can prove all things, bro.
You didn't prove
That's how I am.
No.
And I did. And I already did.
People hear this phone conversation. They're going to hear you read the top of an article, and when I continue to read the article and it disagrees with you, you're going to tell me that it's trash.
It don't disagree with me. It just said people was around 150,000 years.
Yeah, but they never said it was you.
I don't care if they had 8 toes. I do not care. I do not care. It's over.
You don't come from those people.
I never heard that. They didn't say that.
Yes, they did.
They didn't say that.
They said it could be any ancient hominin. Now, I gave you my personal...
Or they could just say they regular niggas. Or they could say it's the niggas that's up north. They could have did that, but they don't.
No evidence of them...
Because it's Natural Geographics. That's why.
No, what I'm asking you is how come there's no evidence of them between 15,000 and 130,000
years? Once they say 150,000 and that's in Natural Geographics, you're done. Scientifically, you got to go back to the drawing board, but you keep doing worse shit.
I'll show you my point.
I would say, damn, bro, I ain't wrong, but no, you can't do it.
I'm gonna show you my point.
There ain't no point, man. You think some shit appeared out of nowhere and then that's the date, and since a pyramid was there and that's just the date they came and that's what they did, and I don't fucking, man. I wish you studied in science class with me. You know what I mean? Take apart the owl like a motherfucker, bro. Let's do this. Put that shit under the microscope, my nigga.
I'm about to.
And you sick, nigga? How can you not hell shit, nigga? Like, you be on some whole other shit. And that's fake, too, that I learned from books. How to hell shit. That's fake. Even though if you get in the cold, I stop in his tracks, nigga. No pills, nigga. No over-the-counter nothing, nigga. What you got, tummy ache, nigga? Don't do it, man.
I'm going to.
You ain't got it, man. This ain't your field, man. It's okay that it's not your field.
Okay. Now, here's the same shit written by the New York Times, right? Prehistoric humans, perhaps Neanderthals.
Oh, we're going New York Times for real, though? That's what we doing now?
It's about the same article. Prehistoric humans, perhaps Neanderthals, or another lost species. Prehistoric humans, perhaps Neanderthals or another lost species, occupied what is now California some 130,000 years ago. A team of scientists reported on Wednesday. The bold and fiercely disputed claim.
This is new information for Brock?
Huh?
Big Pop. This new information on Wednesday? Is it this Wednesday or last Wednesday? Like I tell you, my updated information.
This is just another article. Published in the journal Nature is based on a study of mastodon bones discovered.
Can I get the date? Because I like to know the date when they're figuring this shit out so I can be ahead of the times. What's the date?
April 26, 2017.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The bold and fiercely disputed claim published in the journal Nature is based on a study of mastodon bones discovered near San Diego. If the scientists are right, they would significantly alter our understanding of how humans spread around the planet. The earliest widely accepted evidence of people in the Americas is less than 15,000 years old. Genetic studies strongly support the idea that those people were the ancestors of living Native Americans arriving in North America from Asia. If humans actually were in North America over 100,000 years earlier, they might not be related to any living group of people. Modern humans probably did not expand out of Africa until 50,000 to 80,000 years ago, which is wrong. Recent genetic studies have shown.
It's the whole thing wrong. It's New York Times. Throw it out.
It's not true because they found stuff after 20.
I mean, you went to the New York Times, bro.
It's the same exact. It's
That's low.
If California's first settlers weren't modern.
I'm a scholar, bro. That's low. You low hanging fruit ass nigga.
If California's first settlers weren't modern, then they would have to have been Neanderthals or perhaps members of another extinct human lineage. It poses all sorts of questions. A paleontologist at the San Diego Natural Museum of History and co-author of the new study, who were these people, what species were they? Some experts were intrigued by the research, but many archaeologists strongly criticized it, saying the evidence didn't come close to supporting such a profound conclusion. I was astonished, not because it was so good, but because it's so bad, said Donald K. Grayson, an archaeologist at the University of Washington, who faulted the new study for failing to rule out more mundane explanations for the markings on the bones. In 1992, construction workers dug up the mastodon's bones while clearing earth to build a sound barrier along Route 54 in San Diego.
Please be easy. Please be easy. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
A team of paleontologists from the museum spent the next 5 months excavating the layer of sediment in which they were found. The team discovered more scattered bone fragments, all of which seemed to have come from a single mastodon. From the start, the remains seemed unusual. The thick bones were broken and smashed near the animal were 5 large rounded stones. Dr. Demir and his colleagues invited other experts to help determine how the bones were broken apart. In an effort to reproduce the markings, the researchers used similar rocks to break apart fresh elephant bones in Tanzania. The bones fractured at the same angles as the ones in San Diego they found, and the fragments scattered on the ground in a similar pattern. Dr. Demir and his colleagues rejected the idea that all these changes could be the work of predators attacking the mastodon. It's kind of hard to envision a carnivore strong enough to break a mastodon's leg bone, he said. When he and his colleagues closely examined the rocks found near the mastodon fossils, they also found scratch marks. Similar marks appeared on the rocks used to smash elephant bones. Small chips at the site fit neatly into the rocks, suggested that they had been broken off while people used them as hammers. The bones and rocks rested on a sandy flood plain and meandering stream. The researchers argued that these couldn't have been brought together by a violent current and that people must have carried the rocks to the mastodons. Demir speculated that the humans might have been trying to get marrow out of the mastodon's bones to eat. While using fragments of the bones to fashion tools, there's a great deal of evidence for the kind of activity at older sites in other parts of the world, he noted. Rolf D. Mandel, a geoarchaeologist at the University of Kansas, who was not involved in the study, found it hard to see how the rocks and bones could come together without the help of people. It cannot happen naturally, he said. But other archaeologists said the bone fractures on the rock scratches were unconvincing. They present evidence that the broken stones and bones could have been broken by humans, said Vance T. Holliday, an archaeologist at the University of Arizona, but they don't demonstrate that they could only be broken by humans. Gary Haynes, an archaeologist at the University of Nevada, Reno, said the researchers should have ruled out more alternatives. Some of the bone fractures could have been caused by pressure from overlying sediment, he suggested. For years, Dr. Demir and his colleagues struggled to figure out how long ago the mastodon died. The scientists finally contacted James B. Paces, a research geologist at the United States Geological Survey, who determined how much uranium in the bones had broken down in another element, thorium. That test revealed, to their surprise, the bones were 130,000 years old. Yet the
doesn't change their story.
Huh?
Their story already changed by just that little bit of evidence that he keep trying to act like don't exist. I'm just telling you, you should know this. You should know this.
The test revealed to their surprise that the bones were 130,000 years old. Yet the fractures suggested the bones were still fresh and they were broken with rocks.
Who they love.
Other researchers
Oh,
agreed that the
above.
methods at least were sound. These results look about as good as it can get.
I like that.
That the date on the bones is 130,000 years old. Not that the story is true.
Well, I'm cleaning my hands, guys. I'm done here.
The mastodon's bones is not the argument.
It's Corona going on. I'm done.
Is that the humans who broke that mastodon's bones are us? That's the argument.
I mean, I ain't got no. They sound cool to me, except the boy that keep trying to change the story. But yeah, you know what I mean?
The person who found the bones, Dr. Demir.
Nah, the boy that keeps saying it's too much. I think we should take the dates back.
People who said it. It's different.
Nah, it's the boy that's trying to change the history. That's what they. Yeah, the one. I'm talking about the certain one. The rest are trying to be like, yo, my G.
Those mastodon bones 130,000 years ago. Scientists will have to rethink how humans came to the Americas.
And that one hating scientist like you would do. He's coming like, we can't say that.
For decades, archaeologists have searched North and South America for the oldest evidence of occupation. Last year, a Canadian researcher reported that the bones of a caribou and other mammals found in the Yukon with cut marks, which they argue were man-made, date back to 24,000 years. Michael R. Waters, an archaeologist at Texas University, and his colleagues reported that a stone knife... Yo, go ahead with that. That a stone knife and mastodon bones with cut marks found in Florida sinkhole are about 14,500 years old. Taken together, the findings fit what is called the Berenian standstill hypothesis. Humans moved from Siberia onto the Bering Land Bridge linking Asia and North America about 25,000 years ago. The idea goes, but were stopped by enormous glaciers. After several thousand years, as glaciers receded, modern humans were able to move south. But the mastodon bones in San Diego are vastly older than any others said to show evidence of human manipulation. So old that they may not represent the work of our own species. The oldest fossils of anatomically modern humans found in Africa date back 200,000 years. The ancestors of Europeans, Asians, and Australians.
This boy thinks black people are so dumb, but every time scientists go out somewhere, they go get the priest.
Again,
You're like,
the oldest fossils
you're not right, bro.
The oldest fossils of anatomically modern humans found in Africa date back to 200,000 years ago. The ancestors of Europeans, Asians, and Australians did not expand out of Africa until somewhere between 50,000 and 80,000 years ago.
You still reading the same article? Because it's long as fuck and it's weak.
According to recent studies. But other kinds of humans might have made the journey to North America much earlier. The ancestors of Neanderthals, for example, were outside of Africa several 100,000 years ago, and their descendants occupied a range stretching from Spain to southern Siberia. Another mysterious range of humans.
Southern Siberia, that sounds like it's close to India, like I've been telling you, you dummy. They Indians. You just told me again. Killing themselves, y'all. Murking themselves. Them Native Americans you talking about is Indians. I'm talking about from that continent over there. They Indians, bro.
Indians?
I'm saying them Indian British people you talking about, you said they from Southern Siberia? Ain't that what you said?
Asia, right.
All right, I'm just telling you what I said the first time. That's how deep I know my shit. They came from really India, bro. Go ahead, man.
So you saying that the people who left? You saying that the people went from India to Siberia?
Yeah.
I don't know. You might be right.
I am. Go ahead.
It doesn't change the fact that the people who were in India came from Africa.
Nah, you talking about the original group? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
My point is this. The only difference in there would be that once they left Africa, they mixed with other people. But let me go ahead. The oldest fossils of anatomically modern humans found in Africa date back to 200,000 years. The ancestors of Europeans, Asians, and Australians did not expand out of Africa until somewhere between 50,000 and 80,000 years ago, according to recent studies.
Ain't that what I told you? They are African, right?
So how could you have been in America?
I'm done. Once again, I'm
so
the kid is done.
Have been in America 100,000 years ago?
I said stop calling me that instead you start calling them that too.
So how could you?
That's what I said.
But what did it just say? All right. I'm gonna take a break here, y'all. To explain
and you just said it.
I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna take a break here, y'all, to explain this one more time. Once those people left Africa, y'all, listen, y'all. I want y'all to hear me. Once those people left Africa and mixed with the group of people that they mixed with, that's what created Europeans, y'all.
Okay.
So listen, y'all. Europeans don't come from Africa. The ancestor that mixed with the Neanderthals.
You said no? Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not wrong about anything. Europeans don't come from Africa. Black people do. We already established that black people mix with Neanderthals.
They both do.
No.
And the Peking man, like they just said. The Peking man.
Paco, yes, some.
The Peking man.
Paco, yes, some. Who?
The Peking man you just said came from there.
The Peking man is in Asia, not in Europe.
But you said he came from Africa.
He's a Denisovan. But he's a Denisovan. He's not a Neanderthal.
I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
He's a Denisovan. How do you know about the Peking man? All right,
I thought I described my version of them people, but I guess you didn't hear me.
Again, y'all, these people aren't Australians until they get to Australia. Now, the things and the people that they mix with on their way to Australia is what shapes the Australian race genetically, because it's something they all share, because it happened on their way there.
All right, I'm going to put you down. I'm going for the book, bro.
Y'all hear me, y'all?
All the way.
Y'all hear me, y'all? This is how it works.
You already.
The people of Australia and the Andaman Islanders, right, are related. But the Australians went to Australia. The Andaman Islanders stopped at the Andaman Islands. So whatever the Australians...
Ancient Black Civilizations of Asia by Dr. Clark Winters. Good Lord.
And where do he say they from?
Good Lord.
Where do you say they're from?
Same place I said they was from.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Paco, when they get to Asia, they start to, as Dr. Clark Winters says, they start to mix with other people, right?
Yeah, of course.
So Paco, this is what differentiates them from the Africans that live in Africa, just like us. When you go somewhere else and you start to mix, like you're Native American, you're white, and you're black, right?
Less white, but yeah, I see
I'm
what
not
you're saying.
saying
Yeah.
it's a gang of white. That's not the point. The point is,
I don't like that.
the
Well, go ahead.
point
You
is,
right.
before you got here, you ain't had that white in you, did you?
What's talking about? Well, when she came over here, yeah, I guess, no.
Because that set of grandparents didn't exist yet, right?
Nah.
It's the same thing with the Australians and everybody else who was in Asia. Certain people are related, like the Koreans and the Chinese people. They come from the same ancestors, mixing with the same groups of people. They call it the Yael. But you got other people in other parts of Asia who are not related to the Yael at all. Why? Because the group of people that mix where they come from, whether it be India, Siberia, Tibet, Indonesia, it doesn't matter. They all have a distinctive story on how they got there and who they mixed with before they got there. These are the differences in black people. It's just like you marry a black woman, your brother marry a white woman. Y'all kids, even though they're cousins, first cousins, they don't look the same, right? Because of what you put your stuff in and what your brother put his stuff in. It's the same thing all over the earth. So if black people leave out of Africa and go to India and mix with this group here in India, but then they go over here to Japan and mix with that group there in Japan, and then they go over here to Indonesia and mix with that group, these are all...
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just going to make different types of blacks to where we can't all be connected in Asia, but we can all be connected before we got to Asia. See,
spreading the love, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So
they didn't do it to them people over here, though. They weren't spreading no kind of love over here like that. Like I told you.
Who was it? The whites or the Asians?
Them niggas, they in California, the ones we talking about that be cracking bones up and shit.
Yeah, but Paco, they just said it's not black people. They just said, all right, Paco, how can you say...
I don't believe that. I'll let you believe that. If you believe that, do your research and do your own fucking research.
Paco, there's no evidence of Homo sapiens outside of like, I'm being real with you. Because Europe and Asia touch Africa, that's the only reason you got any evidence of them like 200,000 years in those places. Before the black people left out of Africa, the world was populated by other humanoids. They're called hominids scientifically.
That's long as hell.
Paco, they're called hominids scientifically. They're called hominids. Even them. If you trace hominids back, yes, you can find hominids in Asia 300,000 years ago, and in Europe 100 and 200,000 years ago. That's a fact. But guess what?
Nah, they are Asians and like I don't know what the fuck. They everything but us compared to if I ask you.
Paco, because
everything but
we're
us.
not them. We didn't come until after them. It's like Paco. It's like the elephant. Where's the elephant? We did mix with mammoths and mastodons, but we're elephants. All of us, everybody on Earth today is an elephant. We were on, but some of us.
I mean, I believe some of that stuff. But
so what I'm explaining to you is
that's a theory of mine.
No, it's not. It's scientific evidence because we can find elephants with mammoth DNA. We can find elephants with mastodon DNA.
Yeah, I think we're a mixture between a lot of animals.
Paco,
but
everybody's not a mixture of. No, we're a different version of a certain animal. It's different classes. We're in the mammal family because of how we reproduce. We're in the ape family because of what we are genetically, what laws, our bodies, our birth, all that follows laws, genetic laws, the way you're built. Some motherfuckers have 50 eggs. Some animals have 2. Because what they are is bound by these genetic laws. So reptiles, they have a gang of eggs. Birds don't.
Here we go. The Dravidians. Nah, this is for you. This is for you.
Paco, let me stop you.
Hold on.
Dravidians are not Denisovans. Dravidians are people in India. No, Dravidians. Dravidians are Homo sapiens. Denisovans are.
They said they don't come from. They don't come from India. They come from Africa, like I said, Ethiopia. But I'm gonna keep going.
But it don't say Ethiopia. It say they come from Africa. Stop lying.
Yeah, it say Africa, but I'm just telling you, I said Ethiopia. I said that.
It doesn't matter, but we both understand that. But
I think I can go into this book and tell you that
what I'm telling
you,
Paco, what I'm telling you is all black people come from Africa.
I think it's in this book that they from there, though. Okay.
Paco, I want you to understand something.
Once I find this, I can roll my marijuana up. So go ahead.
What I'm explaining to you is this. The only reason you don't believe in archaic humans is because of religion.
I ain't say I don't believe in them. I just don't give a shit about it. Like,
but you have
that don't make me shit.
But you have to, because that's where certain races.
And you call them like Davidians and shit, confusing and all.
I call them Denisovans. Denisovan. Dravidians is a group of black people in India. Denisovan is
but they get to be okay. They get to be black though. Okay.
There's black people in India today. They're called the Saudis. They live all over India.
I get free shit because I blind no fucking Delhi, and I tell them Indians I ain't them.
Exactly,
and then they give me free shit.
But do you know who the Saudis are? And do you know where the Saudis? If you just go on your little YouTube, you can see Saudis getting interviewed telling you where their ancestors come from.
Because this part of the family put hands on folks. That's why they give me that shit. What about them other ones? What you were saying?
The Saudis are from the Saudis is the African ones. Dravidians would be a culture of certain Saudis. Saudis would be the ethnic, like Puerto Rican. You know, we use the term Puerto Rican, even though it's not a race of people, it's just an ethnic group. The black people, the black people who come from Africa and go to India are the Saudis. They're there today. They're all over India, black as me. And those people are the people who, the Dravidian culture, some of them were Dravidians. And they were the people who were oppressed. Just like the Saudis are oppressed today. They're the poor people.
Why you call them Saudis? I never heard that. That's a new word.
That's what it's not. Siddis. That's what they call them. That's what they call them now.
I thought it's called the Delhi or the not Untouchables. That's English.
Well, the Untouchables is the Dravidians.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, and the Dravidians is a culture within Saudi people. The Saudis are the ones who come from Africa. I'm not saying that none of the Delhi exist. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a group of of people in India who come from the Middle East and Asia who weren't created in Africa. They were created outside of Africa and they invaded India. Remember when the Brits was at war with the motherfucking people in the Middle East? That's what I'm saying to you. The Europeans ran in India and snatched that shit. That's also part of the whole population thing, even though it's a very small part. The mass majority of those people come from Africa and the Middle East and Asia. But what I'm explaining to you is you can't look at people's skin and when somebody say Asian, you think Chinese. Because all people in Asia ain't Chinese looking. Some of them are black. Some of them are
we was rocking with Africans. They called us the Kushite people, but, they still
want African. The Kushites they're not both. They come from the kingdom of Kush. The kingdom of Kush is in Africa.
Man. Ethiopia, right?
Right. The kingdom of Kush is in Africa. Correct.
Okay. I still ain't telling a lie. I'm trying to wait for me to tell a lie, and I'm not.
You tried to say that those people,
I'm not.
130,000, you tried to make it seem like it was a fact, but then when the article didn't go your way, you said it was bullshit.
I've been spelling facts.
No, you haven't, man. You like I said, you just got broke down, so now you're accepting what you can't get around, Paco.
No, I told you about all the stuff way before we had this conversation. I'm just looking for you to put in some sequences of a bloodline so that way you can look it up yourself, and then we can be done with it, and then you can switch your goalposts.
I already know that black people.
And I can argue about something even better.
I already know that black people come from Africa. You ain't telling me nothing. I ain't never say different. I got you on tape saying different, and it's coming out.
I don't. Like I said, I don't gotta believe everything.
So this can come out tonight.
Some of
this can come out tonight, but at the same time, when they go back,
the cheating part first, the editing first.
Bro, I ain't
editing,
nothing.
Cheating.
You ain't getting that out of me. I ain't cheat. I don't have to cheat nobody. There ain't no.
He just. That's you. All right, man. Now come on, man. Come on, man. Either apology or take the shit down, dog. Don't do that.
And two going back up.
Well, don't put none of this shit up. Cause you're the fucking.
Two going back up.
I'm talking about none of this shit, dog. You're the fucking you can't even.
I hear that shit. I ain't do what you said I did. I don't care what you say. I didn't do.
You can't even give out an apology. We are doing a show and you can't even give out a fucking apology. You the motherfucker.
I didn't do what you said I did, so I have nothing to apologize for. Just because you said I did it, don't mean I did it.
You edited the whole fucking thing, dog. Like, come on, man.
That's utter bullshit.
Trying to, on the sake of making me look dumb because you stupid. Like,
you make yourself look dumb because you stupid.
Wow. I gave the world jewels.
No, you didn't.
I just gave the world jewels,
no, you
nigga.
didn't, because when
All
the
right.
thing come out, Pac, earlier you were saying how you wasn't from Africa. If you gonna look stupid because
Man,
you
I
say
get the
one
world.
thing, then you
I
say
never
something
say that.
different. Yes, you did.
That's what you keep
Yes, you
saying.
did. You said the black people in America was in America. They was just here.
I got a whole tape where I said I didn't say that, and I told you the history, and I just told you the history.
Nah,
again.
you can say whatever you like today. I don't care.
I don't gotta be like you and
Listen,
lie
you'll never
and
be on
act
my
like
time.
you
You'll
said
never
something
be
that
on my
you didn't.
type time because you're not as swift as me. So what was me and you?
I've been proving the new subjects that you arguing with me
you and
about.
Craig talking about?
What was we talking about? I think we was talking about. That's first of all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the $5. No. Let me clear this up. First of all, that wasn't the $5 Indian conversation where you cut me up. That one you let go. And you can clearly
all
see.
you did was play yes man and agree with everything Craig said.
I go from agreeing to y'all because certain things y'all said was right to y'all agreeing with me.
Everything we were saying to you was right, but you was disagreeing with me in the video.
And then y'all started agreeing with me.
Nah, then you was disagreeing with
You sound like the judge that say something that didn't really happen, and I got to put the proof out.
Pop,
and the
where's
proof is
samurai
already in the
culture
video. It's in the video.
Where's samurai culture from, Pop?
I've been telling you this for 10 to 15 years, bro.
Where?
10 to 15 years, bro. 10 to 15 years, and I told you I'm so educated in that field.
Where's
I don't
that,
even
Paco?
entertain you.
Where's
I'm
that?
so educated in that field. I don't even entertain you,
Where's
bro.
it come from?
I'm not gonna keep saying it.
Exactly.
I said it many times. You could just rewind it.
Yeah, because you tried to say it come from America.
I mean, that's what they say in their legend.
They didn't.
I'm telling you what they say in their legend.
They don't say that in their legend. They say it come from
whatever. You don't even know their legends. Whatever.
It come from Japan. Just like Ninja.
I keep telling you, read their books and their stories, and you're gonna be amazed.
It come from Japan, bro.
That's any culture. To be honest with you.
Nah, every culture don't come from Japan.
I ain't say that. You keep saying dumb shit.
No. Samurai culture come from
Japan. That's what they said. Who said that? Just like Egypt say that. Them in Egypt say the same thing.
No, they don't. You never heard Egypt say that Egypt was in America.
That the people taught them what they taught from the far west or the far east, wherever you located. Did they tell you that?
Lie. Egyptians never said that shit, man. That's a fucking lie. Like, I don't see how niggas...
I mean, the first sword came from over here, bro. It's not that hard to figure out.
When the information, as you can see...
It's not even that hard. They call them the Magi's.
When the information was primitive, it was at the bottom of the Nile.
Don't Magi sound like Marais, like Americans? Like...
No, it don't. Magi is not American. We had this discussion.
I know so much about that history because that's my favorite history. Look it up yourself. I'm giving y'all key things to look up. I'm telling y'all,
America, man.
They said the Magi's taught them, bro. Period.
But the Magi, who said that?
The samurai culture is one of the greatest cultures that this earth ever produced, my nigga. The Chinese culture that we call samurai culture. The Daou and them niggas, man. The motherfucking D.O. Man, the DOD niggas and shit. Like, these motherfuckers didn't play, bro. Man, you don't even know this history, man. Stop playing, man.
But Magi come
You don't know when the Australians and the Emu was rumbling, nigga. You don't know that. You don't know the Kinka versus the England that they try to show you on TV.
You don't know nothing you talking about.
You don't know none of this shit, nigga.
Magi come from the Middle East. What are you talking about?
Oh, my God, man.
It come from Persia.
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
God. You talking about words, bro.
Oh, my God.
You talking about words, yo. Oh, my God. You talking about words, bro?
So what are you talking about? Enlighten us.
You think they called them niggas Magi back then?
Yes.
This is why I tell you just chill before you start spitting shit out, dog.
So when did they start calling them Magi?
Hold on, before you do this samurai culture shit, study the Mayan and the Aztec culture first. Before even, I did it the opposite way and realized what the fuck my problem was. You study the Aztecs and the Mayans and their weapons and their armor, and then you tell me who taught who. And secondly, that shit didn't even come from there. It came from overseas India. So most of that culture came from India overseas. And the rest came from West India over here. They had their own culture that was unique in itself.
Paco,
These are 4 to 5 cultures mixing together to make these things you're talking about.
The samurai culture originates in Japan, right? And
That's like 4 to 5 different cultures, nigga. The Bushi.
Paco, the people who came to America, they came from the same continent that Japan is in, correct?
And secondly, there's no such thing as a samurai people. All you gotta do is look up Bushi. Bushi people. Bushi. Bushi. That's what it is. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
but what I'm explaining to you, y'all, there is a such
The
thing
people
as a
called
samurai.
Bushi people. Bush people.
The
Bushy
Bushido
people.
code
Not hard.
The samurai, y'all.
Nah, definitely didn't. I'm done. I'm cool. I'm cool,
What it
yo.
means.
You mean the Bushido?
Bushido means samurai, yes.
I mean, that's the Bush people.
The Bushido code is the code of the samurai.
I'm giving him the African in this, and he don't even want it, y'all. I'm
Bushido
giving him
is
the Bush African
code
people.
of the samurai.
I'm giving it to him. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so that's where it starts at.
It's kind of what I live by.
That's
See,
what-
like, y'all don't, be honest with you.
But that's where it originates, not nowhere else. Now, you could say that the people who became Bushido used to believe in something else before they believed in that.
It's just regular people, Bush people, like, yeah, just regular people. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're Mongoloid people.
No. I'm done. All right, bro. Whatever. Okay.
I already asked
Okay,
you.
dude.
Do you know
Okay,
what it
dude.
means to be assimilated?
That don't even make sense, bro. That don't even, you so far off, bro. You so far off. It's a
If
shame,
there's
yo.
more of them than the black people, Paco, eventually,
Man.
if there's more of them than the black people, eventually you won't see no black.
Please put this video out for the children,
You
man.
understand
This
that, right?
ain't cool, man.
You understand
This
that?
ain't cool, yo.
I don't think you understand the history of invasion.
Hey, I'm done. I can't do no more for you,
I
bro.
don't think you
If you can't even hear it in the name,
invasion in Asia.
anybody will tell you that. They'll tell you that. They'll tell you that.
Tell me what?
What you mean? They'll tell you what? The real samurai people. The real samurai people. Like, if you go over there and go to one of them samurai places, bro, they gonna take pictures with you. They're not gonna worry about. They're not gonna worry about you, mom.
They're gonna tell you exactly what I just said. I asked you, did you?
They're not gonna worry about no girl.
I asked you,
neighbor,
did you know
bro.
what it means to be assimilated into another group of people? That means that there's so many of them compared to the number of you.
So retarded, man.
That means that there's so many of them.
That does not mean that got nothing to do with them people, bro.
Yes, it do.
Nothing.
Yes, it do.
Oh my God, man! I've read every history. I've read these books, man, way before I got over here, man. This is what you do not, especially over there. This is why I'm telling you the facts over there.
Do you understand?
Why don't you understand that? That's my favorite fucking culture to learn about. What don't you understand? Man, I'm not even nothing to do with none of that shit. And I'll tell you that's my favorite culture. I'll tell you the history.
Paco, the difference between the people who founded Japan and the people who eventually took over Japan, because there was so many of them.
Yes, that's the history, you dummy.
No, but that's not the samurai history, because the samurai
Can you go look
wasn't,
up Cambodia, please? One of the last places?
Paco, but the samurai wasn't made until hundreds and hundreds of years after those people you talking about founded it. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not looking at the timeline.
All this stuff we talking about is pretty new, bro.
I understand that, but hundreds of years is not a long time.
This is a couple hundred thousand, like maybe 1,000 between 1,000 years and to now. Yeah, they not really old.
And that's my point. So the people who founded Japan are the people you talking about, the black Ainu people. Yes.
But before there was some samurais, there was people in China making some of the greatest inventions that the world has ever seen.
Correct.
And you would never know because you too stuck on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? They got stories, just big stories, bro. Like with the Inu, some of them was in love with the Shang and shit, nigga. Like you don't know, bro.
Listen,
you don't study that type work, bro.
Listen, y'all. I was just saying that to him. I was just saying being assimilated into another group of people. So if the Shang outnumber the Ainu,
that's why I keep saying I know.
So if the Shang and the Ainu occupy the same place as Japan, and there's more Shang.
There was so much blood, nigga, that they had to assimilate with each other, nigga.
Nah,
they became peaceful,
don't
bro.
happen because of blood.
It became peaceful,
Assimilating
nigga.
happened because of your numbers. I'll show you what I mean. The white people in South Africa, they've never grown a population outside of South Africa, have they? No, because there's so many black people that they're up against. It's the same thing everywhere you go on Earth. If you take 1 million black people, and you put them in, I don't know, motherfucking Siberia, and they mix with the people that's in Siberia, If there's millions of people in Siberia and there's only 1 million black people, over the next hundreds or thousands of years, you will start to see the black less and less and less. This is the story of all the people in Asia. The black got bred out of them because of the people who was around them. So black mixes with archaic humans. There's an offspring that comes from that. Then black.
I mean, we mix with everything, bro.
No, but all blacks ain't. It's people have selective stories. The people of Australia have their own stories. They did what those people did.
That's why I said no stories are better than the other ones. I read the Chinese, and it's the same as the Middle East. It's the same as every other story.
I'm not picking between the stories.
It's the same as the Australian stories.
I'm just choose to rock with the place where they all launched from. That's all.
And that's what I tell you, but you just don't like it to hear.
Here promoting samurai culture, and I keep telling you that is if think about
and
it.
And 100 times I told you where it came from. 100 times I told you where it came from.
If you're gonna get credit to black people in Asia, right?
Nigga, I said one thing too. Listen,
you're gonna give credit to black people in Asia.
This nigga Brock so dumb, right? Hold on.
Give that same credit to the Africans though, D? Think about
this nigga Brock so stupid, right?
Those black people who were in Asia that he said would come up with the samurai culture.
Hold on. You need so much proof of his shame. Listen.
From Africa, then that means that they brought that with them from there, right?
Listen, you need so much proof of his shame. I used to work with this atheist boy. He works the devil and everything. He tried to tell me samurai. He told me. Well, he's a devil dude, but anyway, he told me.
He just don't worship nobody.
No, but we're just talking facts. He reads books, he plays his game, and he reads his books. He cool white boy.
That's a Satan.
But he worships you
can't be a Satan unless you believe in the Bible.
I don't care what he believes in here. Anyway, he tried to battle with me because I always give my people facts, you know what I'm saying? So he was sitting with me, he was reading a samurai book. I said, yo, so you know samurai was black, right? So he laughed at me. He sat in his chair, he laughed at me. He said, Pac, you crazy. That nigga ain't had no words for me in the morning. The only thing he said was, yo, you're right. He said, how the fuck did you know that? I said, I know more shit than that, bro.
Because the people...
And Brock got the nerve to say that them people was Asians, yo. Regular Chinese Muslims. Like, he's not right, y'all. He needs too much information, yo.
Know what you talking about.
When he can look it up himself. Instead of looking up himself, he argues with me. If y'all can't see that, I'm just passing by far. I'm passing.
I'm gonna shut it all down here. I'm gonna shut it down all right.
He keep asking me where it came from. I said Australia.
Listen, y'all.
And he knew. He'd be like, where?
I want y'all to hear me. What Paco telling y'all.
What you talking about?
Is in the 12th century, right? 1870, that Japan was still primarily black is what he's telling you.
This nigga still think ninjas is real and shit. Like,